Hi, Dave Summers back here again with episode 5 of the greatest supply chain challenge in history, global distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine. I'm here once again with close friend, mentor, Sandy Vosk. Sandy is the founder of Advantage Technology Solutions. Sandy, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, today, Dave, I thought, first of all, I would pick up from last week where we were talking about the challenges people faced in just trying to find out how and when to get a vaccine. And today's about software, which I thought was just perfect for you and I to discuss, thinking back way back to when we were developers and, how we approach developing software, which is totally different than how software is developed today. But what's more importantly was how to match requirements to the development of software. And that's the whole theme today. So I have to start with a acknowledgement of a good buddy, my buddy Jeff, who was the seed of this whole video series on supply chain, by the way. But he sent me a great article on from MIT Technology Review titled "What Went Wrong with America's $44 million vaccine data system." And it was just perfect timing because I had no idea how this was being tracked. And believe it or not, this was developed by Deloitte, one of the top four consulting firms for the CDC.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was supposed to be the one-stop shop free for everyone to use for everything from employers, officials, clinics, individuals could manage scheduling, inventory, reporting, one-stop shop. It's been a disaster. Such a disaster, there's canceled appointments. Registration is unreliable. Staff are locked out of dashboards. And that I'm not here to pick on Deloitte or anyone, but the point is it's so bad that states are choosing to pay other vendors rather than use this free system, resorting to nothing, leaving it to the health departments, which is why we were experiencing the problem we were talking about last week. And even in Florida, believe it or not, they're using Eventbrite, which is used for tickets for concerts to schedule clinic visits. So this is not a way to manage something in a quality way.
No, it's not, and it brings up a whole lot of bad memories for me about when the Affordable Care Act website went live. You would have thought the government would have learned some hard lessons from that, really not very good implementation.
Yeah, and it's not just a government issue, which is really the key to part two of today. It's really a business issue. And certainly, I work predominantly in the supply chain industry and helping companies select large scale accounting or what they call enterprise resource planning systems,
Hmm.
ERP, warehouse management systems, WMS, which is tracking all the inventory in and out. And companies make the same mistakes in selecting software. Either they trust a large vendor thinking they're going to be automatically a guarantee to success,
Hmm.
or that they'll be able to implement and meet all of their requirements. And it's not just an issue of dissatisfaction. Today's world of e-commerce and the pace of change,
Hmm.
it could really be disastrous for a
Hmm.
company.
Hmm.
They make a bad decision and their customers are angry and their employees are not working, efficiently,
Hmm.
and they have to resort back to the old system and now
Hmm.
they're, back to square one. They've not just lost time, they could really lose their business.
Well, that's you know it's a reality check for a whole lot of people, and once again, I don't want to say old school was best here, but we went into solving a lot of those problems with an eye toward doing appropriate analysis. You know what I mean? And that seems to be lacking. Anyway, you're the expert, not me. Before we
But I would
wrap,
I would want to add one more thing to that,
go ahead.
and it will do this at another time. But
Sure.
to your point, there's a process for success, and that first of all, you need to understand your own requirements.
Hmm.
There needs to be executive leadership. There needs to be a cross-functional team. It's not just an IT decision or a financial decision. It affects everyone in the company,
Hmm.
and therefore you need the input of everyone to be successful.
Hmm.
Again, this is what we do at
I know.
ATS, and we'll talk about that at another point. But the key is the key is for companies not just to assume and to be very careful in their decision making.
Exactly. Sandy, to wrap up, you give us three questions for the audience to think about, to ponder, and to get back to you. Sandy's email address is on the page there. Sandy, what are your three questions this week?
So today, towards this topic, if you're currently seeking an enterprise resource planning system or a warehouse management system, do you have documented functional requirements? What's needed in finance, what's needed in operations, what's needed by customer service, what's needed by the salespeople before you start looking at what's out there? That's the first question. The second is, as you're looking at it, do you have a cross-functional team in place reviewing the different solutions? Or a lot of companies just consider it an IT function.
Mhm.
We'll have our IT person present to a committee what they think is the best solution for us going forward. The third would be, and here's where I'm really seeking input. If you've recently implemented an ERP or WMS system, did you achieve the results you desired on time, on budget, customer satisfaction? And what lessons did you learn in the process that would be worthwhile sharing with others?
Yeah,
And that
please,
would be the three question for today.
exactly. And please do share. Sandy's email address is on the page. Get back to him. We love hearing your feedback. To a certain extent, you folks are in control of the direction we take with this program. Sandy, once again, awesome seeing you. You look good in black today, and I look forward to next week. Thank you a lot.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.